viewers, welcome to the video lecture series for job role of hand embroiderer class 9th. In this video we will learn the stitch long and short. This is a filling stitch and it is basically done in two colors or in shaded threads because it creates a shaded effect on the fabric. And it gives a very aesthetic and beautiful look to the designs as if the designs are painted on the fabric. So before beginning it, we'll first see what all material we'll need. We'll need carbon paper, design on the butter paper, pen or pencil, scissor, an embroidery hoop or frame, thimble, embroidery floss, needle and the fabric. This fabric is already starch free and well ironed. So before starting an embroidery, we have to place our design on the fabric and trace it using a carbon paper. We'll place the fabric and above that we'll keep the carbon paper, the carbon side down. Then we'll keep the design on it. Then by using a pen or a pencil, we'll just trace over the design lines. Now, when all the design lines are traced, we'll just pick up the carbon paper and we can see our design is transferred to the fabric. Now, before beginning the embroidery, we have to insert the fabric in our hoop. It is having two rings. One we'll keep it down, then we'll keep the fabric in it, then we'll keep the longer ring and we'll stretch the fabric between these two rings and tighten up the hoop or the frame. As it's a flower design, I'm taking bright colors in two shades of pink. For long and short, we need 4 threads. You can take 3, 4, 5 or 6 threads as per your choice. If you want a thicker appearance of the design on the surface of the fabric, the embroidery threads can be more than 4 also. We are taking here 4 strands in the needle. First I am taking a darker shade of pink. You insert the thread in the needle and then at the end you give a knot or a loop. At an initial level, if you want to embroider a leaf, as a beginner you can give a line in between with a pen or a pencil. This is because this stitch has to take one long and one short stitch. So we have to keep a mark that at which point your stitches will be long and short. One stitch you can take long, one you can take short, or you can take random stitches as well. This stitch is done similar to the satin stitch and you've already seen it in our initial videos of satin stitch. So before beginning this, I'll bring the needle above the fabric at a point in the leaf. As you can see, the circumference of this leaf or the area of this leaf is very large at the tips, but at the ends this leaf is very narrower. So to finish it, we'll have to take stitches a little bit far here and here very nearer so that we are easily able to fill this leaf. Just like satin stitch, we'll start taking stitches at the line, temporary line which we have made to create short and long stitches. Suppose you are taking first stitch, I'm taking straight satin stitch. If this stitch is this long, the other stitch has to be short, smaller than this. That means if this stitch is going below this line, the other stitch has to either come on this line or it can come above this line as well. You can take random stitches as well. Now again I'm taking a long stitch and then a short stitch. It is similar to satin stitch. As we know, we have to fill this larger area. I'll have to take smaller stitch above, so that when we are filling this leaf with the other color from the other end, it gives a shaded effect. Now I'm taking a long stitch and then a short stitch. The length of the short stitch may not be equal. They can vary in their height. This way we will continue, as I have to cover the circumference of the leaf. I am taking more than one short stitch above. So we have to keep continuing this way till the time the leaf is complete on the upper side. At the center of the leaf, my stitches were a bit straight, and as I am moving outward, the shape of the leaf is slanting. So the stitches have to be a little slanting. We have to move our needle and thread as per our shape of the design. In this way, the shape of my leaf is complete, and I'm taking the thread to the back side, giving it a loop, and inserting the needle in this loop will lock the stitch. Now the rest of the leaf will be stitched in the similar manner, but using a contrast color thread or a lighter shade of this dark pink. Again, the other thread is having 4 strands. We will begin by starting the stitch from the point the first stitch was closed till the end of the leaf. Now we have to keep this in mind, that all the spaces of short, long, short stitches are to be covered with this lighter shade. So I am doing the satin stitch, but again with a long and short stitch. We have to remember that we have to insert the needle to the point where the last stitch of the darker color shade was ended. Again, this area is very narrower, so we have to take smaller, shorter stitches in between above this area to fill this leaf. We have to complete this motif taking long and short stitches in the remaining area of the leaf. Make sure that no white space is visible in the leaf. And finally, my leaf is complete with the shaded effect of dark and light pink, as you can see. Now we'll take the thread backside and lock it by making a loop and inserting the needle through it. Similarly, we will complete the whole motif. And finally, our long and short stitch is complete and ready. To beautify it, we can use other stitch along with it, like we have used French knot and stem stitch here. It gives a wonderful visual effect as shaded threads are used in it. It looks like a painting on the fabric. Thank you, viewers. In the next video, we will learn cross stitch. Till then, keep watching and learning and keep growing your embroidery skills. Thank you.